In this video, we're reacting to your life as a Wendigo.
Winter's got you in a chokehold. You're stuck in the frozen wilderness, and your last
that
meal
must
was
suck.
3 weeks ago when you managed to catch that scrawny rabbit. Your stomach's been
Oh,
eating
that's
itself for
definitely
days
not
now,
fun.
and every snowflake that lands on your face feels heavier than the last. The rest of
Oh
your
my
hunting party?
goodness.
They didn't make it through the blizzard. Well,
They're dead?
except for that one guy who's looking weaker by the hour, leaning against that pine
Well,
tree.
he's about to die.
You've been eyeing him for the past 2 days, and not in a friendly way. You tell yourself you won't do it. You're not
Don't
that
eat
desperate.
him.
But then day 4 hits, and suddenly your moral compass starts spinning faster than a
Oh
broken
no,
GPS.
he's gonna
Your
eat
buddy over there
him.
stops moving.
He's a cannibal.
The cold got him, you tell yourself. Though you're not entirely sure if you waited for nature to take its course or gave it a little push. Either way, there he is, looking less like your hunting companion and more
my
like
goodness.
a solution to your problems. The first bite changes
You
everything.
might as well start eating.
Not just because you've crossed a line that would make your grandmother roll over in her grave, but because something inside you literally shifts. Your body temperature drops, but you don't feel cold anymore. Actually, you feel amazing, like you just discovered a cheat code for survival.
Oh
Your
wow,
muscles
really?
tighten, your senses sharpen, and that gnawing
Is he
hunger,
gaining superpowers?
it doesn't go away. It gets worse. Much worse. Within hours, you've cleaned the bones better than a professional butcher. But
Oh
here's
my
the weird part.
goodness.
You're hungrier now than when you started. Your stomach feels
Oh,
like a
that's not
bottomless
good.
pit. And your body starts changing in ways that would make a horror movie director jealous. Your skin pulls
Oh,
tight
that's
against your bones,
scary.
turning that sick gray color of old dishwater. Your eyes sink back into your
Ew.
skull like they're trying to escape what you've become.
What in the world?
You catch your reflection
It's
in
like
a
a
frozen
skeleton.
pond, and honestly, you've looked better. Way better. Your fingernails grow into claws overnight. Not the
What in the
cool
world is he
superhero
turning
kind,
into?
but the twisted yellow talons that look infected just by existing. Your teeth sharpen without warning. And you spend the next hour accidentally biting your own tongue because you're not used to having a mouthful of daggers. The smell
Oh my
coming off you.
goodness.
Imagine a dumpster behind a fish market in July, except it's following you everywhere because, surprise, it's you. Standing
That
up,
is disgusting.
you realize you're taller. Not just a little taller, but ducking under tree branches taller. Every
Oh,
time
you're
you eat,
really
you grow
tall.
a bit more, but the cruel joke is that your appetite grows with you. You could eat an entire village and still be looking for dessert. Your heart,
Oh my
if you can
goodness.
still call it that, feels frozen solid in your chest. Sometimes you tap on your ribs just to hear the echo. You start hunting differently now. No more setting traps or tracking deer. You're after bigger game, the kind that walks on 2 legs and tells stories around campfires.
Oh, he
You've
wants to
become
eat
surprisingly
humans.
good at mimicking voices. That lost hiker calling for help? That's you doing your best impression while hiding behind a snowbank. The crying child in
Oh
the woods?
wow.
Also you, though you're getting tired of that routine because adults keep falling for it. Your new body moves through the forest without making a sound, which is ironic because when you were human, you couldn't walk to the bathroom at night without waking the whole house. Now you're basically
What is
a
going
ninja.
on?
If
He's
ninjas
a
were 15
ninja?
feet tall and smelled like death warmed over, you've learned to use the
Oh,
wind to
gross.
carry your stench away from your prey. Strategic positioning, you call it. The hunger never stops. You just finished eating a whole trapper, gear and all, and you're already thinking about seconds. Your stomach growls
my
loud enough to
goodness.
scare away wolves, which is convenient because they used to be competition. Now they run when they
I
smell you
guess.
coming. Smart puppies. Spring comes and goes, but you don't notice seasons anymore. Time becomes measured in meals. That group of fur
Oh,
traders
wow.
was Tuesday.
How
The
is time
lone
measured in
prospector
meals?
was Friday. You've stopped thinking of them as people and started categorizing them by taste. The
Oh,
young ones
wow.
are tender, the old ones are tough and stringy, and the ones who try to fight back, they're just more fun to catch. You've got a reputation
Oh, okay.
now. The locals tell stories about you around their fires, warning their children not to wander into the woods alone. They call you the Wendigo, the evil that devours. You'd be flattered if you cared about anything besides your next meal. Sometimes you hang around the edge of their camps just to mess with them, leaving footprints in impossible places or breathing on their tent
Oh
walls
wow,
while
he's
they
so
sleep.
witty.
Other Wendigos? Yeah, they exist, but you don't exactly have a social club. When you cross paths with another one,
Yeah, you're not
it's
very
less,
good at
"Hey,
making
how's the
friends."
eternal damnation treating you?" And more, "This is my territory, get your own humans." You once got into a
Oh,
fight
wow.
with another Wendigo over a group of lost settlers. You won, but only because you were slightly less decomposed than they were. The worst part about being a Wendigo isn't the constant hunger or the terrible smell. It's the boredom between meals. You've tried hibernating, but your
The
stomach
boredom
won't let you
between
sleep.
meals?
You've attempted to distract
He's just
yourself by
constantly
arranging
hungry.
human bones in artistic patterns, but that gets old fast. Sometimes you just sit on a mountain peak and scream at the moon because what else are you going to do with eternity? Wendigo
It's
hunters start
true.
showing up, thinking they're hot stuff with their special weapons and ancient rituals. Some shaman with a burning torch thinks he can melt your frozen heart? Good luck with that, buddy. Your heart's been ice for decades, and it's not thawing out for anyone. You've learned to toy with these hunters, leading them in circles until they're exhausted,
Oh my
then picking
goodness.
them off one by one. They taste a bit gamey, probably from all that running around trying to save people. You discover you can possess people now. Not fully, just enough to give them the cravings. You whisper in their dreams.
Oh, wow.
Show them how good human flesh tastes, how satisfying it island. Some resist,
He
but
whispers in their
others,
dreams?
they break and boom, new Wendigo. You're not sure if you're proud or annoyed that you're creating competition for yourself. It's complicated. Your body keeps
It
growing
sounds
with each
complicated.
meal, but you're never full. You're 30 feet tall now, having to crouch to move through the forest without knocking over trees.
30 feet tall?
Your bones crack and pop
Oh my
with every movement,
goodness.
sounding like someone stepping on bubble wrap. Your tongue, which used to be a normal human tongue, now hangs out of your mouth like a sick dog's, dripping this black
wow.
goo that kills plants on contact. Nature's
Ew,
giving you the
gross.
silent treatment. Time becomes meaningless. Decades pass, maybe centuries. You've forgotten your human name, your human face, everything about
Oh
your
my
former life,
goodness.
except that first taste that started it all. New generations of humans move into your territory,
Wendigos are
bringing
just
new flavors.
hungry
City folks
creatures.
taste different from mountain people. Vegetarians have this weird, earthy aftertaste. Athletes are tough and chewy. You've become a connoisseur of human flesh, which would be impressive
little
if it wasn't
connoisseur.
completely horrifying. You try going on a diet once, just to see what happens. You last exactly 3 hours before eating an entire Boy Scout
3
troop that wandered
hours?
too close to your cave.
Oh my
Their merit
goodness.
badges get stuck in your teeth, and you spend the next week picking them out with a femur bone. The modern world starts creeping into your forest. Roads, power lines, cell towers. Humans with their phones, taking selfies near your territory.
Oh
You photobomb
no.
a few, appearing as a blurry figure in the background.
Oh, he's
Someone posts it
photogenic.
online, calling you Bigfoot's ugly cousin, which honestly
Oh,
hurts
that
your
sucks.
feelings. You eat them out of spite. Climate change means less snow, which is annoying because you like the aesthetic of leaving giant footprints in fresh powder. Now you're
Yeah,
leaving tracks in
literally.
mud, which isn't nearly as dramatic. You adapt
It's
by learning to
true.
climb trees, which is hilarious because you weigh as much as a small building. The trees don't survive, but the look on hikers' faces when a 40-foot Wendigo drops from above? Priceless. You've started noticing that
Yeah,
humans
literally
taste different
priceless.
lately. All these preservatives and artificial flavors. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned, organic, free-range humans? The ones
Yeah,
raised on
literally.
simple diets and clean air? Now everyone's full of energy drinks and microplastics. You're literally what
They
you
taste
eat.
gross.
And these days you're probably 30% Red Bull and phone radiation. A group of paranormal investigators shows up with night vision cameras and EMF readers. They're trying to prove you exist for their YouTube channel. You decide to really give them
For
a show,
YouTube?
doing jazz hands in front of their thermal cameras.
The
They
Wendigo
run
must be
away,
so
screaming
confused
about
now.
unprecedented paranormal activity,
I bet he doesn't know what
leaving behind their
YouTube is.
expensive equipment. You eat the equipment too. It tastes like disappointment and extended
I wonder if the
warranties.
Wendigo uses
Wait,
TikTok.
what's that sound?
I don't
Oh
know.
great, another Wendigo's moving into your territory, except this one's somehow bigger than you. How is that even possible? They must have found a football team or something. You square up for a fight, both of you circling each other like massive, decomposing wrestlers.
Oh my goodness.
You're about to charge when they stop and sniff the air. Then they speak, their voice like grinding glaciers. Dude, is that Axe body spray? You look down at yourself,
Axe body
remembering
spray?
that teenager you ate last week. The one who was practically marinated in cologne. The other Wendigo backs away
Marinated
slowly,
in cologne?
looking
Oh,
disgusted.
gross.
That's nasty, man. Even we have standards. And just like that, they leave. You've won the territorial dispute by smelling too much like a middle school locker room. So here you are,
Ew.
king of your domain, 40 feet tall, permanently hungry, and apparently too fragrant even for other cannibalistic monsters. You sit
Yeah,
on your
literally.
mountain, contemplating your existence, when you feel something strange in your stomach. It's not hunger this time. It's indigestion. You burp, and a cloud of Axe body spray mixed with
Ew, that's
decomposition wafts into
disgusting.
the air. 3 miles away, an entire ecosystem dies.